All right, welcome back to Two Super Gas Trade Stocks. I'm Vinny,
I'm Dylan.
and this is Dylan's weekly swing trade pick update for the week of May 31st. Although May 31st is not
Yes.
a trading day, you realize that, right, Dylan?
Yeah, I don't, but it's Monday. I don't want to throw off the count and mess everything up.
Yeah. If you guys are new here, we at Two Super Gas Trade Stocks are all about entertaining, educational stock market content. So if you enjoy this sort of stuff, consider liking and subscribing below. Well, this is going to
And
be
also, if you were watching last week and you bought X, Oxy, Nike, they're all doing really well. So
nice.
we'll get into Apple as well.
Yeah. All right. So the channel is literally called Two Stupid Guys Trade Stocks. Do so at your own risk. This is not an easy game. People lose a lot of money. We will link Dylan's how to swing trade video up above, so you can kind of see the rules that he lives by, or should be living by. He breaks his own rules and does so at his own peril. But that it's important to kind of have a basic knowledge of what he's talking about and what he looks for when he trades.
Yes,
He likes to break these trades down into 3 different risk territories, just to kind of give you an idea of the risk reward ratio based on how wide the stop loss is and what the potential profit there is. Always keep that in mind. Everyone has a different risk tolerance, though. Okay. So this is Dylan's new favorite segment, popping on stock twits.
it is, and you're gonna love the last section here. So AMC went insane. They went from I think it was 15 to a high of 36 and then dropped down to 27, 26 area. Short sellers lost an estimated 1.2 billion this week. They're up 116% since Monday. And Vinny, this one's for you. Their EBITDA is trading at 25 times the value.
Yeah. Was that last year's EBITDA or?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah, if that's 25 times a normal year EBITDA for them, that's pretty insane. Meaning it would take them 25 years to earn back the amount of money that they are currently selling for. So
I think they're going to do another share offering here. So
if they're smart, they will. They have some debt on their balance sheet they can clean up and take advantage of this. The Wall Street Bets crowd would be pretty upset with them if they did that, I think. But I never know. They were not unhappy when GME did it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But all right, this one actually is really interesting to me, Dylan, because Home Depot is a company I've wanted to own for a while. They're still relatively expensive on a value basis. I'd like to see them come back another $50 a share, but hey, that's I'd also like to see a lot of crazy things that probably never will happen.
So actually, if you read that little paragraph there, so that might happen. So it's crawling up the 50 small moving average. It's holding on for a dear life, barely. That could cause it to break out. Stop loss would be around the 310 level. And then basically, if it doesn't hold that, it could drop all the way to below 300, which would be for you, Vinny.
Yeah.
So if you want to go to the graph. So here we are. This is the 50 SMA. We're barely crawling up it, right? It hit it, and it's just staying in line with it. Now, if you notice the positive candles or the long candles are a little bit more volume than the low candles. So this is fairly encouraging. If it does drop below this guy, my stop loss is going to be around 310. I'm out because I don't know when it's going to stop. It could go all the way to 285, which then I'm definitely taking it for sure. But you guys got to pay attention on Monday. If this gaps up crazy high, it may not be a great buy either. Really, the best scenario is open around this price Monday, because you got to have a good risk to reward. If it gaps too high, I don't know where the entry and exit would be. So,
Yeah, I think Jimmy over at Learn to Invest just recently set a Home Depot price target of about 274 as a solid value entry point. So it's really not far from it. And it really depends on what you think the long-term kind of housing trade is going to go in terms of people spending money and improving their homes and things like that.
200 SMA is at 285, so that wouldn't be bad. If it loses this level, then, like I said, don't take the straight off the bat. But if it does lose this level, then 285 would be my next buy point. So
nice. All right. So NVIDIA, they had some big news, big earnings this week, huh?
Yeah. So Monday we're going to be releasing a video on stock splits and their significance. Apparently, that means the stock goes up. We're going to get into that, looking at historical returns of Apple, Tesla, some other stuff. But basically, NVIDIA announced a split. They're already up way more than they should be. But the last bull runs on the last two big splits were a full month. And if you want to go to the chart here. So they closed just above their all-time high. Okay, that is a big deal. Let me just make sure this is a all-time high. Yeah, this is all-time high. Okay.
Yeah.
With heavy volume as well. Now, as you saw with Home Depot in the last chart, when they break out, they can just travel for a weird amount of time, and they just keep on going up because it gets more and more bullish, and there's more and more momentum behind them. So stock split was announced. I think it was around here, May 21st. And I don't know why that causes this to go up. If this is too expensive for you, AMD also broke out of its $79 range. Okay, so that's a much cheaper option. NVIDIA would probably run more if there is a bullish run in semiconductors over the next 2 or 3 weeks, but AMD is cheaper. So,
I mean, the data fractional shares too, you could always just pick up like a half a share of NVIDIA depending on your trading platform.
Yeah, you could, depending on the platform.
Yeah.
So breakout pattern, boom.
Yeah, it's very nice. Oop.
Yeah, go back to the FAS.
FAS. Now, are you talking about this specifically in terms of this ETF, or do you think financials in general are also ready for a little bit of a breakout?
Both.
Okay.
If you look at Schwab, Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, Citi, even a little bit too, they're all on the verge of a breakout. This chart just looks the prettiest. But basically, if you want to know, this is leverage, guys, by 3x. This is in a high risk, not so much the medium, so careful.
Yeah.
If you want to go to the chart, though. So this is called kind of an ascending triangle. You have top here, and then the slope going up here. All right, so if you can see the triangle, boom, boom. What happens is that produces a doop to push up, right? So actually, I'll show you on PLTR's chart because I didn't recommend that stock last week, even though it formed a perfect ascending triangle because I didn't want to seem biased. But this is exactly how PLTR looked before its bump. So
nice. Well, as a Bank of America shareholder, I'm happy to hear that you think financials are poised for a breakout.
Yes, yeah, I think they are. So I had a hard time putting this stock in here because this is bad. Like this stock is so stupid. But the chart looks, yeah, the chart looks really good. So it's very small share size, and also the entry. You know, let's say you bought 50 shares, the stop loss is like $1 below the buy-in price. So you're looking at like loss of $50. So that's fine. You want to go the chart here. It's going off this 100 SMA really well, and it's setting consecutive higher highs even on a down day for them. So I am gonna, but here, let me remove some of these lines. I am gonna get in this one because there's also a little bit of an ascending triangle happening again in this consolidation period. My stop loss is, gonna be like 720-ish, and I'm not messing with that stop. I am out.
Interesting. All right. So this was kind of a couple things from last week, I guess. A little recap.
Yeah. So space test flight went real well. They are going up insanely fast. They went from like $18, I think a high of like 35, and then they fell down. But geez, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So here, if you want to go to the chart real quick, I'll talk about Airbnb and Fubo.
Yeah, a viewer requested an Airbnb video, and I have to look into it a little bit more in terms of like their finances. But it's an interesting reopening play. I know the guys over at New Money or Dumb Money were very bullish on it.
Yeah, well, this is for you guys then. I bought an option worth $800 here. I bought a call because of the high volume price as it passed this number. I was watching it during the day. So it went up. I took it. I'm not going to recommend a call option anyone because they're crazy volatile. But we do have a nice rounded bottom here, and it was definitely trading in this range for a long time. And then it kind of dropped, I would call unfairly, but that's just me. So that's Airbnb.
Always enjoy a good rounded bottom.
Oh God. I should have been waiting for it. Oh, let me pull up PLTR. So PLTR, if you look very closely on consolidating volume, this is the breakout. Okay. So you have this level here, then consecutive higher highs, except for that one, but a very bullish candle going up. You're going to see this later, Vinny, but because of this pattern, I changed our stim challenge and I bought calls, and now I'm in first place.
Oh, goddamn bastard.
And I bought calls right here. Now this candle, this is not good. I don't think this is going to go anywhere. Fubo had one as well. It was a little bit of a looser pattern, but it was here going up. I didn't want to recommend these because I didn't want to come off as biased because everyone knows that I'm long these positions. So I didn't want to. I felt bad. I kind of wish I would have, because then everyone would have made a lot of money. But I don't want to be one of those YouTube channels who's just like, you can go back to the thing. Who's just like, I'm in Fubo, you should buy it. So I didn't say anything. I feel bad now.
It's all good, man. As long as you're like clear about it, I think that's what really counts, and tell people like where you're at with it. So
I mean, yeah, I doubled down on Palantir, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't really believe in that stock that much. It was just the chart, and then I was an early bag holder, so I had to hold it. But yeah, you'll see in the stim video. I'm in first.
I love it. Yeah, guys, tune in for that one. It should be fun and exciting. Dylan's finally trying to pull ahead over here. This guy.
Oh, I'm ahead.
Yeah, I believe it.
Go to the last slide.
All right. And
you're gonna be mad at me, Vinny.
Oh boy.
I closed my SPG position. That's Vinny's favorite stock.
I wouldn't go that far, but I do like that.
It's his favorite stock. I got 2R out of it, and it was looking a little toppy. It could keep going, but I wanted to consolidate my money elsewhere. Like I said, every time I recommend a stock, I am also in it. I'm in X, Calix, Nike, Nail, Oxy. I don't, when I recommend a stock, I get in after. But Apple, I bought a little bit more. It's still honestly setting up. It's still bouncing around the 200 SMA, so that one's still an option. If you missed X, it's a little bit extended now. Probably wouldn't buy it. If you're in it, go you. I'm in it too. I love that stock.
Yeah.
All right, that's it.
I love it. Well, that was a fun, interesting one there. Nice to see the kind of trades working out there. SPG, I think, is a good reopening play. I want to dive into the finance a little bit more to kind of give you a price target, but you're seeing people spending a lot of money shopping in malls a lot. Traffic is up. They're doing okay. So I'm not too worried about my SPG position.
Yeah, I wanted to buy an Airbnb call, so I closed it.
Hey, whatever, man. Whatever works. All right, thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll catch you guys in the next one.
Later.